That whole mentality of I gotta go do it. I don't care how dirty it gets. I gotta go make it happen. And if I can make it happen myself, and I can do everything myself, I can get there.
I'm gonna ask a selfish question. Self-made tastes better. Your content series, right? Selfishly, everybody knows I love Nipsey. Okay. Don't talk to us. Talk to me, right? Sorry, audience. I love you. But what was the biggest takeaway that you got from that episode when you interviewed Nipsey Hussle?
As Ross would say, too easy. Oh, let me do it better. Too easy. I had just interviewed, we had done 2 interviews that day, and we had just wrapped the first one at this house, and Nipsey shows up, one by himself, and he shows up early.
Right.
Never happens. Never happens. No one ever does that. Right. No, he's the only person to date, and I've interviewed hundreds of people who show up alone. And there's always a bit I take away from somebody, and Nipsey tells me this story about living, growing up and popping your trunk, and I didn't know what the hell that meant. And he goes on to explain, I saw how you had to do it, and in order to make it, you got to get down and dirty and go to the street corner and open your trunk and sell your goods, and that's how you're going to get there. And he's 100% right. And I believe in that. And that whole mentality of I got to go do it. I don't care how dirty it gets. I got to go make it happen. And if I can make it happen myself, and I can do everything myself, I can get there. Because I'm going to make it easier every day that goes on. But Nipsey, that was a great takeaway for me. And I won't forget it. And I've used it constantly because I think about that all the time.
Good. The follow-up. Okay, so the actual content series, like, where did that come from? The self-made tastes better. It's amazing, and I've learned a lot from just some of the episodes that you've had. But what made you do that?
So it started. We started trying to understand. I was amazed on Instagram and seeing people hold our bottles and show them off, and they hold them like a trophy. Mm-hmm. And it made me feel exactly how I feel, which is I've done something, I've achieved something, something's happened. I'm opening this bottle, I'm sharing this bottle, I'm holding this bottle because I've done something. And it came back to this idea of for me is this idea of everyone has that self-made story, that I did it mentality. I've gotten through it. I've achieved it. And what I wanted to hear from people, I don't get energy from successful stories. I get energy from the shit that people went through to get there. Mm-hmm. When I tell people that I had my bank account swept by the IRS because I stopped paying taxes to put all my money back in the business, or I lost my house. I had a federal marshal come and put the lock on the doors of my house because I stopped paying my mortgage because I put it all back in the business. I used to call liquor stores, and my mom would do it too, just to hear them. Just to get them to hear the name Ace of Spades, because I wanted people to become aware of it. Like that grind, that side is what I aspire to, and that drives me. And that's the part I wanted to hear from other people, is that drive. Whether it's yesterday I interviewed an up and coming artist named Aspect Zavi, and he was saying to me, Brett, I'm in my new apartment. And I don't have all my furniture, and I don't want all my furniture. I want to be uncomfortable. I need to be uncomfortable, because if I can get comfortable, then I don't have that drive. Like, that's the stuff that gets me. Right. And that's what I want to hear from people. I want to hear their nuggets that tell you a story for that young me who thought it should happen fast, and it doesn't happen fast, and it can suck until you get there. But that's kind of normal. And that's how it's supposed to happen.
Right.
But that's where it started. And I love it ever since.